Hey, Lonzo, how are you doing? Christian Clark with NOLA.com. Just curious, have you got a chance to talk to Stan Van Gundy yet? And just kind of what are your initial thoughts, just getting a chat with him?
Yeah, I talked to him. I know he's happy to be here. He's definitely excited to get things going. Um, and I know his focus is on defense this year, so hopefully we come out and get a lot of stops and get out on the break and do the thing I like to do on the court. But we get started on Sunday, so that's kind of day one of everything.
What's up, Lonzo? This is Will Giller with the Athletic. Obviously, this is a strange offseason, different from what we're all used to. But how important was it for you to have an offseason where you can work out fully on your body, on your game, unlike the past couple off seasons?
Yeah, I know this was, like you said, a different type of offseason, but for me, this is the longest offseason I've had. So, I was definitely happy to be able to get that time to work on my game and show what I can do this year.
Hey, Lonzo, this is Shamit from Bourbon Street Shots. Have you had an opportunity to watch any Steven Adams film? He's really good at boxing out, creating rebounding opportunities for guys like you. Coach Stan Van Gundy said you're going to be running a lot in transition. What do you make of that fit?
I think it's a perfect fit. He's probably the strongest guy in the league. He also has great touch as well, so I know I can hit him on the pocket pass. But everybody knows how big he is, how strong he is. Seems like a good guy, and I'm excited to get out there and start playing with him.
Christos, go ahead, please.
Oh, yeah. Hello, Lonzo. How are you? I would like to ask you, how productive was the last season for you, and what are your expectations about next season?
One more time.
How productive was the last season for you?
I think the last season was a good learning lesson. I think it was full of ups and downs. I think it started off slow, and obviously, started going well. Then it went back down in the bubble. But it was my first year here. I'm happy to be here. And like I said, I just want to get things going again start off on a good note this year.
And what are your expectations for the upcoming season?
Definitely make the playoffs. Make the playoffs and then go from there.
Thank you.
And Lonzo, it's Andrew from ESPN. For you, what was it like watching your brother get drafted and then your other brother getting signed to a deal in Detroit? What was it like you as the big brother to kind of watch those two, see their dreams kind of come true a little bit, I guess?
Yeah, just proud of them. I've been with them the whole way since we was kids. Always been together, been very close. So to see them make it, and we all made it different ways. That's the beauty of it. But all, go our own path and then meet up at the end is a great thing to see.
Hey, Lonzo, this is David Grubb with with the birdrights.com. My question for you is, as you go into this season, it's the last year of your contract with the Pelicans. There's always been this question about your long-term future. How do you eliminate those kinds of things and focus on your contributions rather than the folks who, are firmly in your corner, those folks who are firmly have made up their minds about you? How do you just maintain your focus as a player?
I just go out there and play my game, do the things I can do on the court to help my team get as far as we can. And that's really all that matters to me. I'm not really too worried about all the free agency talk and all that stuff. I just want to go out there and help my team.
Lonzo, it's Scott Kushner from the Times-Picayune. You're going to be playing alongside Eric Bledsoe, I think, a lot this year. I think Griff mentioned that he thought both of you might be able to start together. How do you kind of see you guys complementing each other in the backcourt? And what kind of – do you think you're going to have to do anything differently than maybe you had to do playing next to Drew?
I don't think so. I think it would be kind of the same thing. Probably going to be one of the fastest backcourts in the league, so that's a plus. So just, try to get into the ball as much as possible and start the break. I know Eric's, great in transition. I know he's great, penetrator as well. So for me, just, when he has the balls, give him space, spot up, and be ready to knock it down for him.
Yeah, so we know how close you are to BI. What did it mean to you to see him kind of lock down that contract and have the team commit to him long-term the way they did?
Yeah, he's earned it. We all expected that. I'm glad they locked him down, and I'm happy he's still here.
Hey, Lonzo, Christian Clark one more time. You guys are going to be going through the 72-game season, without or I guess the protection of a bubble. Just what is your mindset about, dealing with this season from like a health standpoint, and, traveling, while you won't be vaccinated for a large portion of it?
Yeah, I mean, this year is different. It's going to be different. The whole world is different right now. Do the things we can do to be as safe as possible. But, obviously there's no guarantees. There's risk with everything. But just take the certain protocols that we got to take, listen to the doctors and everything, and then, go out there and just play the game we love.
Hey, Lonzo, this is Jim Eichenhofer of Pelicans.com. You just talked about Eric Bledsoe earlier. Obviously, you've played against him a bunch in the last few years. He's had a lot of accolades for what he does on the defensive end. What do you think are some of the reasons why he's such a good defensive player and why he's been, all defense the last couple of years?
I think his mindset is one thing, and then obviously, his athletic ability. I mean, he can get into the ball. He's very quick, he's very strong, and his lateral movement is great as well. So, I mean, all those things put together makes him a good defensive player.
Hi, Lonzo. This is Ali Cosell with the Bird Rights. You already just mentioned that one of the expectations for you, obviously, is for the team to make the playoffs. But in reference to what you said back in September, I believe when you signed with Clutch, you had talked about how you watched what Brandon Ingram just had, the kind of season where he won Most Improved Valuable Player award. How do you foresee yourself getting to that award? Like, what can we expect from your game to show improvement on the court this year?
I mean, just go out there and do the things I know I can do on the court. At the end of the day, I believe I'm a triple-double threat every night, and that's what I'm gonna go out there and try to do.
Hey, Lonzo, Andrew Doak with CBS in New Orleans. I'm just curious, you and Vincent spent so much time this year, working on your shot, and it really improved, and him being retained by Stan Van Gundy, is that big for you personally and for y'all to continue the work that you've kind of already put in?
Definitely. I was very excited. I know B.I. was as well too, seeing that Fred was back on the staff. We've been, like you said, we was with him all year. Not only me, B.I. as well, and he's definitely helped us both a lot. So just to have him back, is definitely a big confidence boost, and we're just happy he's here.
Just to quickly follow up on that, I mean, has Fred in some way just helped your confidence as a shooter, and maybe you feel like more free flowing out there at all, if that makes sense?
For sure. I mean, he got my mechanics right, and we're just in the gym all the time. You know what I'm saying? So whenever you work on your craft, you're obviously gonna get better at it.
Lonzo, you talked before about the playoffs. Last season, you were close to playoffs. You played in the bubble. Do you feel with those pieces, with players like Bledsoe, Adams, and also J.J. Redick from last season, you have the experience to make it, to go to the playoffs?
Yeah, I think their leadership is definitely going to help. Those are three key vets in the league, and to have them all over here, we're thankful for them, and we're going to look to those guys, in pressure situations. We know they came through before, so definitely going to look to them, here.
Hey, Lonzo, Christian here again. Just one more for me. But you were pretty honest that last year, there was a lot of improvement clearly with the shot and everything, but it was kind of up and down for you. I mean, what do you think it's going to take just to see the basketball from you that we saw, from December to March for like that 3-month stretch or whatever?
Like I said, just go out there and play. I know what I can do on the court. It just comes down to consistency, really. Doing it night in, night out, and taking it one game at a time.
Great. Thanks a lot,